Hello, everyone. I'm Mosey. Long time no see. Detsi is up against a ninja. Hey, does America even have ninjas? Isn't that a Japanese specialty? Hakim has been a ninja for 21 years. He's skilled in singing, dancing, rap, and basketball. He must be a chunin at least. Would a real ninja use ninjutsu during survival? Let's start with a question mark. The survival location for this episode will be revealed later. In the Ruorgai wetlands, ABA Tibetan and Shang Autonomous Prefecture, Sichuan Province, China. Compared to ninjutsu, Hakim actually prefers to play psychological warfare. He starts by buttering him up. You're my idol, man. So it's so great for me to be here with you, he told him. He's my idol, that was the psyop trick, the last thing. You want is to have someone who looks up to you beat you, so he's gonna push it. I want him to burn everything. He has a seemingly flattering word, but actually contains a deeper meaning. Winning isn't glorious for you. Losing, I won't be ashamed. The pressure is immediately maxed out. And the route design is even more simple and crude. You could choose to wade through the swamps of the Zoij wetlands. But this is undoubtedly the most tiring approach. Water that's often waist deep, and mud underneath. You simply can't move. Of course, you can also choose the ridge routes on both sides. They have more resources and are relatively dry. The disadvantage is that the journey is longer, and you'll also be taught by the high altitude. During his time as a person, he will occasionally encounter Tibetan wolves and spicy strips. Then, this is at an altitude of about 3,400 meters. If you stand too high when it rains, you're also likely to get struck by lightning. Then Hakim speaks. What kind of competition format is this? Let alone a ninja. Even Ultraman Tiga would struggle. He'd have to walk around flashing his light. The competition begins. The two have completely different choices. The ninja chooses to go the low road. The straight line between the two is the shortest. Detsi chooses the ridge route, willing to endure the ravages of high altitude, also to preserve energy first. But in Hakim's view, it's just a case of reverse psychology at work. He's showing off by climbing the mountain. I played with his ma a little bit before we started the race. The last thing you want as a veteran is to have someone who looks up to you. I want him to burn everything. He has to end. The mountains are very early on, so when it comes time to the end, he has nothing, just focused on analyzing. Didn't notice, the water was already up to his ankles. To keep the ninja's footwear dry, he specifically took them off and hung them around his neck. His face was blackened by the smoke. Detsi wasn't having an easy time either. Fog began to roll in on the mountain. Visibility was impaired. Gouda maps naturally became useless. When it rains, it pours. A sudden mountain rainstorm. Even Detsi's enthusiasm was nearly extinguished. New speech. Can I at least drink some water? They're all flowing streams, at least. I filtered it. But then I looked down and it was all yak dung. Oh my god. What kind of water is this? Isn't it all shit soup? And I came down to it thinking, I can drink this, but I'm looking around me, and there's this yak everywhere. That pissed me off. Suddenly I wanted to eat a 0.1 degree cooked steak. The so-called 0.1 degree cooked is that the sun shines, and I can start chasing the cows but to bite it. That would be both satisfying and sad. Later, people were really forced to do so, become a flower picker. I stole half an acre of Tianshan snow lotus and made it all. Although it didn't rain for the ninja, but he suffered no less. This talk, where did it take me? Is this still Earth? Walking in the swamp, it's like being forced by the kids after the dog head was mounted with full level W. Arg, I'm out of breath. Finally, he starts using ninjutsu. Dan from Nawab Samadabas. New Macrokina says I blasted him. He's saying, come on, win. Pig head kill. Happy days are here. In on. If it really doesn't work, let's make it a little easier for the kid. I'm afraid he'll get angry. Release the nine-tailed fox. Not only did I not feel the flow of chakra, I actually think you're quite suitable for this. Dude, no matter what, he really got some energy after he demonstrated. He's dashing towards the top of the mountain. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, right? Compared to the mountain next to the swamp, that's way stronger. The key is, if you don't reach the shore, what will you do tonight? It's getting dark. I can't exactly sleep soaking in the water, can I? Wouldn't I catch a fever the next day? As for Detsi, the visibility on the mountain is less than 30 meters. If it weren't for the location being China, I'd really think that little black fatty had abducted me and brought me to the hidden mist village. He now has only one path to take. If a gust of wind blows, this guy's 100 plus pounds will be gone for good. I need to be so careful. Get a much better rock. Just came away underneath my feet. I'm gonna hold on to this rock. Hey, let's talk. With a horoscope this tough, you could chop down a tree on paper. The ninja found a cave. If it were bigger, he could crawl in and spend the night. It's just a small one, unfortunately. Can barely fit one wild boar. Fortunately, there's quite a bit of dry grass inside. All pulled out in one go. For easy fire starting later. That boar will be dumbfounded when it gets back. Where's my Simmons mattress? A boar's Waterloo. Please turn on the voice. Someone's mom might be involved here. The ninja will definitely have to endure tonight. Your hastily built wilderness melon shack isn't going to cut it. All you have is the sky as your blanket and the earth as your bed. In comparison, Detsi is so fortunate. He's found shelter. Successfully transformed into caveman Detsi. He should pray right now that this is a public toilet, and definitely not a wolf's den. Meanwhile, he's sleeping soundly, while the ninja next door is freezing stiff. If you're asking why the gap is so big, It's only because the ninja lacks experience. He forgot to bring his little deer and ice pops, those essential tools. Speaking of which, I've seen Detsi using it since last year. I didn't expect him to have made it for so long, and washed it so many times. It's still so neat. I wonder how expensive it is. It's only 168. Then I have to order one to see how it is. It's the changing of the seasons. The temperature also fluctuates. Don't cover yourself with a blanket at night. It's cold if the cover is thick and hot. Hey, it's really comfortable to sleep with this Bambi. It's worthy of the bio-based polylactic acid fiber fabric. More fluffy and breathable than ordinary cotton quilts. Even if you toss and turn all night, you can still wake up feeling refreshed. And it has an AB double-sided design. Side A is smooth and cool, making you feel refreshed and uplifted when you sleep. The ground is skin-friendly and soft. At night, if you dream of taking a bite, you'd think you're eating cotton candy. A-class maternal and child-grade fabric. Even sensitive skin can sleep naked with peace of mind. The little deer has been used for a long time. It's time to get rid of that old blanket at home that even Aleem finds smelly. Of course, Mosey could say a lot, but it's not as good as the audience buying one themselves. Sleep by yourself. 168 for a small one. For 2 people, it's the large size. Buying now is much cheaper than similar summer blankets. Price guarantee promotion, free shipping insurance. Free replacement for quality issues within 2 years. Let's get the comments going. In the dead of night, the ninja is freezing. He really can't stand it. Only then did he think of rubbing sticks to make fire. Where the leaves of the trees dance, the fire also never dies. Making fire isn't easy for him. But he poked at it all night and couldn't get it lit. The ninja is talking. If I wasn't afraid of setting this forest on fire, how can I say this? I wouldn't take this crap. I've been freezing all night. The ninja's mentality has undergone some changes. I vaguely see his eyes are white around the edges. Did he cry? Faded. It's come to this. You can't suffer in vain. Relying on his willpower. Let's talk. He managed to open the 8 gates. As the old saying goes, when a person's down on their luck, even drinking cold water gets stuck in their teeth. Detsi is clearly even unluckier. He loses his teeth drinking cold water. I just smacked my teeth on the edge of the rock. It doesn't really matter. It's just cosmetic. But, got a nice smile? Now, ha 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 ha. Idiot. It's ruined now. Woke up early this morning. How did I become so shameless? Now you're talking while whistling. As for Kim, after he got a fire going, he finally lived a delicate ninja life. He made some floral tea. He took 2 sips with his merciless iron beak, suddenly feeling the corpse warm. It's just a pity he had no way to carry fire. The fire he finally managed to start. He turned around and peed and put it all out. One can imagine how heartbroken he was. He wants to reach the finish line. You definitely can't avoid hiking through the swamp. Detsi arrived first. He couldn't stand it for long. At first, he could still spin and jump, quickly traversing some terrains. But the further in they go, the deeper the water gets. Quickly went from ankle deep to waist deep. Staying in there for a long time isn't as simple as just getting wet. Under the dual impact of low water temperature and high altitude, this negative effect is compounded. It's like a scripted death. Soaking in cold water itself requires more metabolism to generate heat to maintain body temperature. But in a low oxygen environment, it will also inhibit the aerobic metabolism of the cells. In short, it's a double whammy. If the supply can't keep up, people will be more prone to fatigue. As luck would have it, there's also mud pulling at his feet. That is to say, if he relaxes a little during the crossing, once he falls down, this person won't be able to get up. Soon the water was up to neck. Detsi himself isn't a good swimmer, and on top of that his front teeth are leaking. He really can't take it anymore. At this moment, the finish line is still several tens of kilometers away, which is beyond human capabilities. Suddenly, a sense of despair enveloped his heart. He choked on several mouthfuls of water, forced to swim back. Okay. This is now keeping you. I need to go back. Someone actually managed to get through this road. The Red Army of China, during their long march, crossed the grasslands. This refers to the wetlands that Detsi is stepping on. The Ruorgai wetlands in ABA Tibetan and Shan Autonomous Prefecture, Sichuan Province, China. Puddles big and small, shallow or deep. The desert headland. Even the best wilderness survivalist in the country was conquered by the swamp, forced to turn back. And he's just one person. What's more, at that time we were an army. Low temperature, hypoxia, and infection. The climate was harsh. Most importantly, they were facing a lack of food. The soldiers at that time could only dig wild vegetables and eat tree bark. They even cooked and ate the leather accessories such as belts, shoes, and gun holsters. Detsi's challenge route is 80 kilometers long in total. The Red Army's total distance across the grasslands back then was 250 kilometers. More than 3 times that. A netizen said something very well. It was that when I saw the Red Army's long march in the textbooks, tens of thousands of soldiers, they went through hardships that we couldn't imagine. He was very respectful in his heart, but besides that, he didn't have any deeper feelings. Because life is so comfortable now. It's hard to relate to, but what's good about this episode of the show is that, by retracing the long march, it gave me a deeper understanding of the suffering that the predecessors went through. I had a deeper understanding. If it weren't for them, we might not be the audience in front of the computer today, but rather the protagonists of the survival in the wilderness. Salute to the predecessors. Detsy, who turned back, is thinking to collect the supplies and then leave. Happened to see a lost toad. Ugly looking, lives a long time. At this moment, one of the 5 poisons is verified. Indeed, couldn't bring himself to eat it. After releasing it, found there was also a ninja frog watching the fun. Hay stuffed it in his pocket and took it away. Detsy built a shelter before sunset. Roasting frogs around the campfire at night. This little life is also tubular. Sticking the frog is great. Cough. That tastes like succulent almost duck. There is done the overhead. It has started to rain, and I'm tucked up in a shelter with a fire going. Hi-ya-ya. As the saying goes, some are happy, some are sad. Tonight, the ninja will inevitably have to endure again. Altitude sickness is kicking in. Don't want to do anything. Just lying there like a corpse, and Li Yuan looks like a tramp. Later, I couldn't stand the cold anymore. My head is starting to ring. I forced myself to get up, released a earth-style, earth flow wall, then went to sleep peacefully. As expected, a ruthless person who likes to play psychological tactics, pushed to the limit. He even deceives himself, saying that it can block 6 bing. You man are miserable, but your health bar is indeed thick. The next morning, he performed a complete set of stick techniques, instantly full of vitality. Oh yeah. Feeling motivated. This guy for 3 days. Without food or water. Just surviving on air. With this physical condition. Oh my god. It deserves to be the best-selling single product of the 18th century. Detsy challenges the swamp again. This time, I planned to make a raft and paddle across. But unexpectedly, there was an unexpected gain, a whole piece of cowhide. And a whole set of spirit bones. Hay just scattered on the side of the road. They should have been eaten clean by wolves. That's pretty cheap for me. Can be used to make a kayak. Before starting work, there are some snacks in the cow dung. Don't miss it. It's not embarrassing to live. Underneath, there's little like magnet worms. That is food. These little animals, they might be small, but from a protein perspective, that is good, very juicy. The ninja's been hungry for so many days. It's time to show off his skills. Seeing a pika, he can barely move at all. He ties 2 pieces of wood together, in a cross shape. This is the legendary raisin gan. So I'm gonna have to really be on top of my game as far as stealth is concerned. I'm doing a little bit of ninja. Stealth, walking. We call it a rookie. And maybe that'll give me a little bit closer, so I can throw this thing. Yeah, look. Hey. What a blessing. A 21-year veteran ninja hunting. Isn't that just a piece of cake? Easy peasy? After it's cooked, right? The family is watching from the side, which makes it hard for me to eat. Just speak and watch later. I'll eat you all too. Wipe out the entire family. Let you know what family zeroing out means. Haha, it's kind of weird, though. A bunch of pikas, looking at me right now. Haha. I'm sorry, guys. I just needed to eat something. I got this part. Upload it after I'm done. I stand up here, and my mindset just collapses. I spent a lot of effort to make a submarine. I give up, but I'm not completely giving up. What do you call? It has to be at night. Add some reeds and wood. Finally, wrap it with yak hide. Finally, it's possible to advance towards the finish line. After another day of running, the two are almost at the same time in the sprint stage. There's a lake before the finish line. Detsy is hesitant to go in the water now, so he would rather go around than cross it. But the ninja still decided to take a shortcut. But without transport, he can't move an inch in the lake. The icy lake water makes his limbs increasingly stiff. This led to Detsy already arriving at the finish line for over half an hour. He's still soaking in the water. It shouldn't be like this. Anyone who's been a ninja knows that concentrating chakra at the soles of your feet for stable operation can allow you to walk on water. Also, when you're dashing, shouldn't your hands be behind your body? But having said that, the guy can really endure it. The word patience runs through the whole article. For those who like it, don't forget to like, follow, and collect. This is also to thank everyone for watching. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.